Disgaea 5 Complete throws players into a wild, over-the-top tactical RPG full of absurd humor, massive damage numbers, and endless customization. Its depth is incredible, whether leveling characters into the thousands or diving into item worlds for loot. There's always something to do. The combat is clever and strategic, with room for creative thinking. With vibrant visuals, quirky characters, and addictive progression systems, it's a delight for fans of strategy and grinding that keeps things fresh through sheer variety. Langrisser I II provides a faithful return to classic tactical RPG roots, with engaging strategic battles that reward careful planning. The remastered visuals and updated soundtrack enhance the atmosphere, while multiple story routes and character choices add strong replay potential. The balance between unit management and battlefield tactics feels rewarding without being overwhelming. These timeless adventures remain highly enjoyable, showing how well-crafted strategy gameplay can remain engaging decades after its original release.
Alright, let's do this!
Here I come!
Dranya the Dusk Witch and her apprentice Luca arrive in Refrain disguised as a traveling puppet show. The Well of Kalaza, which leads to a maze packed with treasures, monsters, traps, and deadly fog is their aim. The sole person who investigated the labyrinth lived to tell the tale, publishing his discoveries in a book called the Tractatus de Monstrum. Dranya conquers the labyrinth with this information and her puppet army. Fast-paced battle, a large maze, and the chance to assemble an unbeatable army are all characteristics of the game.
Now, Tractatus de Monstrum. Go.
R-Type Final 2 revives the legendary shoot-'em-up legacy with intense battles, sleek ship designs, and a variety of challenging stages that demand focus and precision. The customization system is deep, allowing experimentation with countless ships and weapon setups that keep the action engaging. The game's visual style and sound design elevate every mission, while difficulty options make it approachable yet rewarding for long-term play. As a modern take on a classic formula, it proves both faithful and refreshing in equal measure. Caroline Walker is on a quest to locate the lost twin girls at a mystery home. She awakens and linked to antiquated medical equipment in a bathtub, and she must explore the mansion's halls to discover its mysteries. The game adds a new touch to classic survival horror with an updated control mechanism and dynamic camera. Caroline must engage in violent battle, remain vigilant, and solve complex riddles to discover the mansion's hidden mysteries. Mirrors serve as doorways to alternative realms, and Caroline must navigate them to change reality. Prepare to be blown away by the exciting blend of Raiden III and MIKADO MANIAX. This exhilarating partnership elevates the iconic arcade shoot-'em-up franchise to new heights of excitement. With the option to personalize your gaming experience, you can choose your favorite music to accompany the heart-pounding action, choose magnificent backgrounds to create an immersive ambiance, and select your chosen game mode for a bespoke challenge. Prepare for an adrenaline-pumping airborne journey that will have you on the edge of your seat. Shinorubi is an exciting shoot-'em-up game. It provides a furious arcade experience with many difficulty levels, distinct modes, and varied playerships. The game has spectacular HD visuals, 5 magnificent locales, 5 difficulty settings, 8 different ships with distinctive power, speed, and shot cover qualities, 12 arranged modes, and an exciting boss rush mode with 3 degrees of difficulty. Players must maneuver between rockets and bullets to attain their objectives, destroying everything in their route. Nexomon Extinction is a vintage monster-catching game with a new plot, amusing characters, and over 300 distinct Nexomon. Players join the Tamers Guild to restore balance as strong tyrant Nexomon battles for control of humanity and creatures. They set off on a journey to collect and train 381 Nexomon from 9 distinct elemental categories. The game encourages players to shift the tide of the fight, pit their talents against other tamers and tyrannies, explore varied locations, and immerse themselves in Nexomon's world.
After months of preparation, my new adventure...
Airheart is a diesel-punk airplane action game set in Granaria, a floating metropolis in the skies. The plot revolves around Amelia, a young pilot and fisherwoman with aspirations of exploring the planets beyond. Airheart combines free-roaming exploration and twin-stick action in a graphically gorgeous and colorful world. Players fight in combat, gather scrap from vanquished foes, and create new airplane components. With over 40 weapons and airplane pieces to construct, players may combine their own talents to form a powerful army against pirates. Labyrinth of Zangetsu is a dungeon crawler that leans heavily on atmosphere and clever design. The ink-brush art style creates a sense of wandering through a dark folktale, while the turn-based combat feels rewarding with careful planning. Party management and exploration encourage strategy, making each dive into the labyrinth feel meaningful. The soundtrack and visual tone complement the gameplay with an almost meditative weight. It's a title that proves how simplicity combined with strong direction can create something deeply engaging. Labyrinth Legend offers a ravishing blend of puzzle solving and action that keeps players engaged from start to finish. The vibrant art style and smooth animations create an inviting atmosphere, while the level design cleverly balances challenge and fun. Controls are intuitive, making exploration and combat feel seamless. The soundtrack perfectly complements the mysterious yet playful vibe of the game. Overall, it delivers a rewarding experience for anyone who enjoys a thoughtful adventure with a touch of magic and clever twists around every corner. Metal Max Xeno Reborn is a refreshing return for the long-running series, combining open wasteland exploration with customizable tanks and strategic combat. The freedom to modify vehicles and switch between on-foot battles and mechanized showdowns gives each encounter a strong sense of variety. Hunting dangerous foes across desolate ruins feels rewarding, while the light narrative threads provide context without slowing momentum. The post-apocalyptic tone suits the gameplay loop well, making the adventure consistently engaging from beginning to end. Yurukill the Calumniation games delivers a wild genre-blending experience that surprises at every turn. The mix of intense shoot-'em-up action and gripping visual novel storytelling creates a rhythm that's both thrilling and thought-provoking. Characters are rich with personality, and their dark pasts unravel in ways that hit hard. Twists land with impact, and the game isn't afraid to challenge the mind. Visually striking and narratively bold, it pulls the player into a twisted game of survival where every decision matters. A masterclass in creative risk-taking. The Legend of Nayuta Boundless Trails crafts an engaging action RPG with fast-paced combat, clever platforming, and a story that keeps momentum without dragging. The visuals are crisp, with colorful environments that pop, and the soundtrack adds energy to every moment. Characters are well written, making each interaction meaningful. A solid adventure packed with heart, smart mechanics, and pacing that rarely slows down. It's the kind of journey that rewards curiosity and keeps players moving forward with purpose. Moonberry, a town with traditional healing methods, is forced to seek help from the medical association when the mayor's daughter falls ill. The chemist is sent to treat the sick and demonstrate the benefits of modern alchemy to the people of Moonberry. You must care for 30 residents, identify symptoms, collect ingredients, and combat dangerous creatures in real time. You must also prepare remedies in your cauldron, combining the ingredients you gather to create a unique potion or balm. The game requires you to earn the trust of the residents and provide care for each individual. In Disgaea 6 Defiance of Destiny, join Zed on an incredible quest as he overcomes the odds and confronts a god of destruction. This captivating story mixes a dark yet happy storyline with intense tactical combat, bringing novel gameplay mechanics that will engage both new and returning players. Each in epic fights with strong special strikes and a broad roster of friends at your disposal. With configurable options such as auto, retry, and replay, players of all skill levels may enjoy the game at their own speed.
Immediately be put to death.
Aggelos draws from retro classics with confident style, building a rich 2D action-adventure world full of satisfying combat and well-paced exploration. Its pixel art is crisp, animations feel responsive, and the soundtrack keeps energy high throughout. Progression feels rewarding, with meaningful upgrades and secrets tucked in clever corners. This game is a heartfelt tribute to retro titles, while adding its own unique twists. A delightful journey that keeps players eager to uncover every hidden detail. Set off on an exciting worldwide journey with your trusted octopus buddy, using its special powers to gather the dispersed cogs. As you travel across various environments, interact with colorful characters, and solve complicated puzzles, explore perilous dungeons, and face powerful foes that hide inside. To obtain an advantage, leverage the power of diverse items and their unique characteristics. In this intriguing collectathon that pays homage to the renowned genre of 3D platformers, you may reclaim missing cogs, rebuild the majestic Great Elevator, and reveal thrilling new stages. Mad Rat Dead is a platformer action game in which players must pump a rat's heart in rhythm with music to keep it alive. Players progress through stages by matching their inputs to addictive songs. A sound test tool allows users to practice their inputs and become acquainted with levels. As players continue, they may unlock new music tracks and combine them with replayable stages of increasing difficulty levels. The game has a rewind button, allowing for limitless attempts to earn the maximum score. Visually, it mixes cartoon pictures with a punk aesthetic. Pato Box stands out with its bold black and white comic book art style and unique boxing mechanics. The fusion of punch-out gameplay with a revenge-driven narrative gives each fight real impact. The duck-headed protagonist adds an unexpected layer of intrigue, and the soundtrack fuels every punch with energy. Environments are stylish and interactive, keeping exploration engaging. It's refreshing to see such creative risks taken in a game, and the result is something truly memorable that refuses to follow the rules. Beyond the Ice Palace, 2 embraces a classic action-adventure feel with a fresh sense of energy. The combat feels responsive, the environments are layered with secrets, and the retro-inspired art direction sets a nostalgic yet engaging tone. The progression keeps momentum strong, rewarding exploration with meaningful upgrades and challenging encounters. Each stage balances platforming with combat in a way that keeps things engaging. It feels like a worthy step forward and a satisfying journey through mystical landscapes. Lee Hee-min, a fresh student at Yeondu High School, is imprisoned within the building prior to White Day. He must avoid capture while investigating the school's dark history. The game includes tight hide-and-seek action, terrifying ghostly encounters, difficult puzzles, classic survival horror components, and a variety of outcomes. To survive, Hee-min must maneuver carefully and obtain necessary supplies. The game is full with mysteries, divergent plots, and various endings, making for an exciting and challenging adventure. The unsettling horror saga returns with a new story set in an eerily similar world. The spooky oral design and dimly lit locales set the stage for horrible apparitions. Players may customize their character's appearance by changing their hairdo, hair color, clothing, and accessories. They must use a flashlight to discover buried facts and phantoms, listen to their heartbeat to detect spirits, and apply a novel method to avoid evil stares by closing their eyes. This new version provides a unique experience for both new and returning fans.
is Lilith blood in this world.
GrimGrimoire OnceMore is a new take on the traditional strategy game set in the famous Silver Star Tower. The tower carries the promise of unfathomable power and knowledge, but it also hides enigmas, animals, and ancient energies. Lilith Bland must negotiate the tower's dangerous halls and rooms using her wits, daring and strong spells, while fighting nefarious forces plotting against her. As they lead her, they watch the breathtaking display of her spells, unleashing terrible strikes and discovering the mysteries beneath.
Disturbed, but don't worry. No.
The Legend of Heroes series portrays a big class reunion, including a broadcast of individuals from several countries. The game features new combat elements, such as summoning mechs, using auto-battle, and wielding the formidable lost arts. Players may also play mini-games such as Vantage Master fishing and puzzle games. The Erebonian Empire is on the verge of total conflict, and the disappearance of Rian Schwarzer, the hero of the Erebonian civil conflict, heightens the strain. Class 7 students must band together with heroes from all around the land to avoid total catastrophe.
Oh, if we know what we gotta do, then all that's left is
Chronicles of the Wolf is a striking action RPG that combines atmospheric storytelling with satisfying combat. The world feels alive, filled with rich landscapes and detailed environments that encourage exploration. Battles strike a good balance between strategy and action, keeping each encounter engaging. The soundtrack adds depth to every moment, amplifying both tension and calm. Characters are written with care, making each interaction meaningful. As the journey continues, SUPERHOT is a first-person shooter unlike any other. Time moves only when you do. Every battle feels like a strategic puzzle, requiring you to carefully plan each action as you avoid gunfire and destroy adversaries in stunning slow-motion combat. The simple graphics focus on pure gameplay, and completing the perfect sequence is really enjoyable. While the campaign is brief, the endless mode and challenges provide replayability. It's a unique, mind-bending take on the FPS genre that feels as fierce on Switch, an absolute must-play for action aficionados. Heidelberg's 1693 sets a brooding tone with its moody pixel art and oppressive atmosphere. The musket mechanic adds tension, demanding careful timing rather than button mashing. Enemies are ruthless, and the level design rewards methodical movement and awareness. Music drives the dread forward, echoing the eerie setting. With responsive controls and a refreshing historical twist on 2D action, this is a grim journey worth taking. Those who enjoy punishing side-scrollers will find a lot to appreciate here. Discover the mysteries buried behind the walls of Beret Manor, where the gloomy fog conceals terrible secrets just waiting to be disclosed. The psychotic occupants will stop at nothing to safeguard their distorted world, making your task even more dangerous. To defend yourself from the horrific monsters lurking in the shadows, arm yourself with your trusty Aito Cane and Waltham A9 hand cannon. Prepare for a voyage that will test the bounds of your sanity as you go further into the fog-shrouded mansion. The truth awaits, but at what cost will it be disclosed? Nano Apostle hooks instantly with its nanotech combat and stylized, neon-drenched art. The pacing keeps momentum high, while each level introduces new mechanics without overwhelming. Combat feels responsive, especially with the weapon shifting system that rewards quick thinking. The soundtrack pulses perfectly with every encounter, driving tension at just the right moments. Boss fights are intense and smartly designed. What truly makes it memorable is how it keeps evolving, always pushing forward with purpose. Gal Guardian's Servants of the Dark is an exciting gothic Metroidvania adventure with a fun twist. You control two sisters, each with their own set of skills, and shift between them to defeat foes and solve puzzles. The pixel graphics is beautiful, with ambient subtleties and fluid motions. Combat feels tight, with a variety of weaponry and special techniques to keep encounters interesting. The level design is brilliant, inviting discovery and experimenting. With its nostalgic appeal and current enhancements, this is an excellent choice for supporters of traditional side-scrolling action games.
Begins here.
Alert, and always be aware of the flow of events in the
The
world.
Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3 delivers a rich, character-driven epic that rewards both longtime fans and newcomers alike. The world building is phenomenal, dense with lore, politics, and heart. Every interaction feels meaningful, with relationships deepening in ways that genuinely matter. Combat shines with strategic depth, offering satisfying customization and tactical nuance. The pacing balances intense moments with quiet, emotional beats that hit surprisingly hard, a gripping journey that commands attention from start to finish.
You have! The embers of war are about to ignite.
Do this to us.
Does Valinor have anything the Triumvirate would...
Winds of Change is a captivating visual novel that blends rich storytelling with beautiful hand-drawn art and fully voiced characters. The branching narrative feels genuinely impactful, with player choices shaping both relationships and the world itself. What truly sets it apart is its immersive fantasy setting, filled with political intrigue, emotional depth, and memorable characters. The soundtrack complements every moment, drawing you deeper into the experience. It's a heartfelt journey that rewards curiosity and empathy, making every decision feel meaningful and personal.
Your interest?
Want to keep me company? It's better than staying.
In this fantasy action roguelike game, players take on the role of King Arthur and utilize the broken Excalibur to unlock the unique talents of fallen knights. The game includes combat against numerous enemies, exploration of varied landscapes, and the ability to use fallen knights' skills. Players can wield legendary weapons and unleash destructive powers, engage in epic duels against huge giants, and confront strong giants. They can also gain blessings, develop their powers, and upgrade their knights' weapons and skills with significant improvements. The aim is to rescue the faithful residents and return Camelot to its former grandeur. As the new captain of the Pegasus organization, you must guide a squad of expert pilots, counselors, and landers on a variety of tasks. Your tasks include transporting cargo, harvesting resources, and rescuing stranded pilots while traversing a cosmos full of moons and planets. The function is fraught with tension and hazard, yet it is critical to the interplanetary economy. An intriguing gateway reveals a strange and unexplored planet. The game boasts gorgeous visuals, an engrossing storyline, 4 difficulty levels, customizable characters, and abilities. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.
In the face.